on monetization. Like I was saying, I have to add another statement to my previous video on monetization. I forgot copyright infringement. That's rule number 4 on that statement. I don't understand why. I understand about copyright infringement, but if you're going to do a video on, let's say, what kind of music you like, let's say you want to actually do a collage of all the artists that you actually listen to on YouTube, I think I hope there's exception to the rule, because I listened to this video on YouTube about copyright infringement, because I know what that rule is. You can't copy songs to your YouTube channel, or you can't use the song without paying the person. But that's what I also forgot in my previous video on the same subject about copyright infringement or copyright law. But if you wanted to do a video on your personal music tastes, I don't, honestly, to me as an artist, like if I was actually a musician, I would have no problem with that. But I'm not either or. So, but if I was in the music industry, which I'm not, I'm just saying, if it was me, I would actually want people to put their favorite music on YouTube. But I heard this video about monetization on YouTube for music, and you can't listen to music off of iTunes even if you own it. I don't understand that. That's not logical to me. Like, what? I know there's copyrights and everybody they're saying it, but honestly, for me, if you want to go through an epilogue of your music tastes over the years, or over the last 10 years that you've been alive, then, or whatever, or 30 years that you've been alive, honestly, I would say that copyright infringement rule, I accept it, but I don't agree with it. Because what if you wanted to do a video on your musical choices and your music tastes, like Eminem, Tupac, Notorious B.I.G., Marvin Gaye, and all those guys, and you can't use the material because of the copyright infringement law, which in that case, I'm stuck, because after I'm done with my video games, I wanted to do that, but based on the monetization rule and the copyright infringement rule, I can't do neither. And I really wanted to do it. And I feel so sad now that I cannot do it, because that's one of the rules that was stated if I monetize my videos, which that's gonna, honestly, and I would have put a disclaimer before, if I was able to do that, I would have been like, look, I listen to mostly rap, pop music, and all that, and a little bit of classic jazz and all that. I listen to Stevie Wonder. I listen to practically everybody but country. But if I can't do the epilogue of artists that I wanted to do in the first place, then I'm stuck because of the copyright infringement rule, which... So there's four rules on YouTube, or 5 rules for YouTube users in making their videos monetizable. After making them monetizable, you cannot verbally abuse another YouTuber. You cannot do anything sexually, which I understand that. Let's see. You cannot do copyright infringement, and I basically covered all this in my previous video, but and you can't. I don't even think you could even talk about like liquor and stuff on you if your videos are monetized. And that's in the same instance of the previous thing. It all falls under the same category. Hi there. Hi. So, and it made me feel sad. Now I can't listen to my music when I'm actually doing my YouTube videos. If I wanted to play Final Fantasy 15, I wanted to play the Eminem song while I was playing it. But now I cannot do that because of the monetization rule. Oh man, that's lame. But I understand it, but I don't agree with it, but what can you do? I'm fine, dude. Because... So basically, I'm stuck playing video games. That's it. I can't listen to my favorite music while I'm on YouTube. I can't... Like, I could listen to it by myself, but I can't actually do a video on my favorite musical choices, and I would have had to put a disclaimer anyway. I would have had to put a age restriction on it anyway, because of the fact that most of my musical choices when it comes to rap is explicit. So I would have had to put a 18 and older thing anyway, which is fine. But look over my previous video on the same subject. I basically titled it the same, but I did it at an earlier time in the day when I did do it earlier. But right now I'm basically talking about copyright infringement, so I can't even do what I wanted to do after I was done all with my video games. Okay, that's perfectly fine. And honestly, I wanted to... the only reason why I was listening to things on... I was actually trying to have you guys listen to the Eminem song was because I was gonna buy it, and I was gonna listen to it on my own time. But, man, that's the only reason why I did it. And everybody said, and plus, I don't listen to Korean music. I'm totally into old school rap, and pop music, and let's see, classical jazz and all that stuff. I'm all like, but now I can't even do that anymore. Man, that's gonna and that's gonna suck for me, because I was gonna actually want to have you guys listen to something while I play video games, or listen to, like, I was gonna put my iPod next to my PS4 camera, and then I would have had all my musical choices going while I was talking to you guys. But I can't do that because of the copyright infringement rule. So that's gonna I feel so sad now, but I get it. At the same time, I don't. But that's one of the rules. What can you do? But I don't understand why YouTubers don't do every rule in monetization. If they're getting paid for it, they should be the ones explaining it to you guys. If you want to be a future YouTuber, which I just did, or most of it. Hello. But I really wanted to listen to music while I'm playing my game. But I can't do that now because of copyright infringement rules. Oh man, that's... I wanted to listen to... They finally put Space Jam back on iTunes when... What? Because of the 20th anniversary of Space Jam came out. So I gotta buy... I already have that for CD. But I need to put it on my iTunes store for my phone, so I could have a backup for my iPod. And I listen to rock and roll too, so in a way, I listen to every single musical aspect except for country music. Everything else I'll listen to. Like, if you give me pop music, I'll listen to that. If you give me rock and roll, I'll listen to that. So, let me check my... Because I got a message from one of you. Okay. So you want to have me add you? I'll do that later after I'm done. No worries. I'll do that later. But I'm saying, I really wanted to actually listen to music, or... Because my next couple videos will strictly be about music if I'm not playing video games. And I don't that's not fair. Like, I wanted to actually buy them off iTunes or buy them on CD and actually listen to it in my PlayStation, but for some reason, honestly, CDs don't work in the PS4. I don't know why. that's another thing that the PS4 lacks because of strictly online streaming. Because, wow, I guess there's no CD drive in the PS4. When I first bought this system, I bought T.I.'s album. Actually, my mom wanted me to buy it for her, the newest one, and I'll watch his show too. So I needed to buy that album. I wanted to actually listen to his album, right, in my PS4, but couldn't play it because I guess there's no CD drive in the PS4. And that's the other thing that the PS4 lacks, is a CD drive. I'm old school. I listen to CDs. Because iTunes doesn't have everything, like, on record. So that's the only subject I missed off of iTunes, off of monetization when I did my previous video in the afternoon. That's all I missed, was the copyright when it comes to the musical part, because I needed to know everything about that myself. I know people trip over copyright infringement, which I understand. As an artist, you want to make money, but if I was an artist, I could understand why artists would say that to people. But everything's downloadable now. So, in a way, you could get it for free. Which, I'm one of the old school cats. If I like artists, I'll go out and buy it. If I don't like that person, I won't even buy the album or download his album or her album. So, which I understand completely. But I don't know why other YouTubers don't explain everything on monetization or the rules on monetization. They find out after their videos are monetized. Which, that makes me sad, because now I can't listen to music anymore when I play. Well, that's gonna be it for this video. If you want, you could subscribe to my channel or leave a comment, or watch my previous one with the same title that I did earlier this afternoon. Alright. Check you guys later. Check you later. So,
text to speech on